I'm live. All right, we're live. Got a lot to talk about.
As you take a live look, we are following breaking news. The Associated Press report.
Okay, guys, we're live. We got a lot to talk about on this live video here. Lemon J, Ozzy Crosby, Whiskey Tango, just a few coming in here. We got some breaking news developing here.
Iran renews missile attacks on Israel, killing 5 and wounding dozens.
Hello, Janine.
As we discuss this breaking news, I want to share with you the very latest
All right, guys,
video we are getting from our content.
Real quick, I don't have all my equipment set up. It's just way too hot in Las Vegas. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Richard, how are you? Richard, your shirt's out in the mail. They had that holiday, so it might be a delay. Welcome in, guys. We got a lot to talk about, and I appreciate you guys being here. And Ardell, how are you? How are you? Mike, good to see you. Good to see you. Guys, this is a situation that we're going to get into once again with this Iran and these missile attacks on Israel. And thank you, Janine. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I was with the homeless today, got back about an hour and a half, was out helping the homeless and had some meetings and today. Guys, I'm talking to Democrats, Republicans. This is a crucial time for Donald Trump. And as you all know, I am a Trump supporter and I'm still behind Trump. However, guys, this is a situation, the majority of people that I'm talking to right now, we need to stay out. I'm talking to like mega Trump supporters, cigar companies. I mean, it is crushing my business. Guys, Trump is going to have to get his act together real soon. Okay? We cannot be involved in this. We should not be involved. Let Israel handle this. They always bring us in. I don't trust them. I don't trust Iran. I'm hearing, well, they don't have the capability to go into the bunker and destroy it all. Not our problem. Sorry, guys, you can disagree with me, and that is perfectly fine. I don't care. Before I was like, defense? No. Trump needs to wash his hands. We need to wash our hands, and I know you guys are going to give it to... We don't need this stuff, guys. We're coming out of the worst administration ever. We got another war going on. We got cargo planes from China going over to... cargo planes going to Iran. We're going to talk about those cargo planes, too, what that means in just a little bit. Hello, everybody. And I'm Sal. Come on in. We have Friday night a little earlier. Once again, appreciate you guys being here. Sit back and get your popcorn on. These attacks are happening as we speak, and I don't know why we have to get involved each and every time. And I'm sure, and I know Trump, have you heard today, Trump says we're going to kind of delay things for 2 more weeks. And I'm sure people are getting together and talking to Trump. And I don't know who the hell is giving him the advice. Me too, Janine. I'm trying to stay positive. But, I got to tell you, when I talk to small businesses and I'm involved with these representatives, like big mega guys, you can believe what you want. And they're like disgusted. Not with Trump. They're disgusted with a lot of the people I'm talking to before I even say a word. Majority are saying, why are we trusting this Israel? Netanyahu? Why are we trusting him? Just my thoughts, guys. And again, I'm not even too sure that we know exactly where these bunkers are. We don't know. I've said this on our last live stream. We really don't know. There's a pretty good area, and they're confident Israel, but this is going to go totally bad if we get involved. Now, let's talk about the cargo. Guys, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate it. Had some good news with the homeless people. We're going to get in more of this. Had a good talk with government people here. And Don't Peek's in the house. Everybody say hello to Don't Peek. Kamala, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. And Crystal's in the house. Bear with me, guys, if I miss some messages here. I'm trying to explain the topic tonight, and then we'll go ahead and read some comments. It is Friday, And do you know where everybody's at on this Friday? Welcome in, everybody. This is a situation, guys, where, in my opinion, if Trump goes about this the wrong way, it will destroy his legacy. I want everybody to remember me saying this. It will destroy his legacy. This is a very complicated situation. I'm hearing from my inside sources, even J.D. Vance, the vice president, saying we got to back off. We cannot rush into this. And it's a very complicated. Now, Mark Levin on Fox, he can kiss my butt. Matter of fact, you guys, what you see, what you get. I might not ever watch his show again. I think it was wrong for him to come out and say, oh, all in, just go for it. No, that's why you don't have an Italian president. Now, I'm not saying Mark Levin's an Italian. No way, guys. We don't need to be dragged in. We know that they have nuclear, and they shouldn't have it. Some countries need it for different things. They have nothing to prove why they need nuclear, Iran. They have all the oil they want. So what I'm saying is, they can't have it, but is this the way to go about it? And do we go about it and let Israel deal with this complicated? But again, guys, for me, maybe this was all a setup and Trump was playing a couple pieces, and maybe I will be eating my words. If I could, I'd rather me be eating more words, but I don't know, guys. It's, because now the 2-week delay of this, Trump announced today that we're going to wait 2 weeks, as Isabel would say. Take a deep breath. Well, I'm taking a deep breath for myself and Donald Trump. So maybe Donald Trump is taking a couple deep breaths tonight and saying, okay, time out. We got to really think things over. Or maybe he just played the media. Or maybe he's played Israel. Or maybe he's played Iran and he's 4 steps ahead. Maybe that's the case, everybody in here. Welcome in, guys. We have a good one tonight. You guys, what you see is what you get with me. I'm just making my opinion. You guys can disagree. I know this, guys. If you go there right now to those bunkers, and there's no guarantee that United States has a pilot, and we do all this, and we hit that bunker, boom, and we nail it, and everything's like, okay, we did a good job. Is that it? Is that all finished? That's the whole thing. And if we do, we better hope that we get it right and get it right correctly. I've said this on the last live stream. We better get it right on the first try. There is no more second try. So these are the things that they're going to be very careful of. These nuclear, what I'm talking about, guys, if you're just coming in this live, I appreciate you. God bless you and your family, and welcome in. These are the bunker that sits in Iran, and right now, and Israel is pretty confident they know where it's at, and Israel is saying, now, what I'm hearing is Israel is right now Sal House Maribel's new bird. It's kind of wild, real quick, Crystal. I'll show you a quick look at it real quick. It's a little different from the other birds. It's a little bit on the wilder side, right there, as the other ones are more calmer. So Maribel is not home right now. Yeah, everybody has different opinions. Now, I have a lot of, in my business, a personal training business, I have a lot of conservative, well, it's not even about conservatives. I have a lot of people who voted for Trump. I talked to 10 diehard Trump people today, clients. 9 out of 10 all said, no, we can't do it. So I don't know what the hell Mark Levin and Fox News, give me a break. You're going to get into something, we're going to be paying for this. So just my thoughts. I don't have all the answers, but I can tell you this, guys. It's not, we should not have to get dragged into this by Israel. We don't need it. I don't trust him. I don't trust Israel, not the people. Let me make it clear one more time, not the people. But I don't trust the government in Israel. I certainly don't trust Iran. We don't need another war. We don't need to interfere. We don't need to spend more money. We got to stop it. We just came out of a terrible administration, the worst ever, a pandemic before that, a war with Iran and Russia, Putin's nuts, and now you want to throw this in? And I'm hearing people saying, oh, don't worry about it. We're just going to take out a bunker, fly them in there, destroy the bunker, and then have a little house on the prairie, have a picnic, and everything is fine. Wrong. Wrong and wrong and wrong. No, everything will not be fine. It might be fine for a day, a month, a year, or 2 years, or 4 years. But long term, you are involved, and once you make it clear, and you go there, with our problems with China, and I don't like China government at all, and they're flying they're flying their planes right now over. The planes are flying into Iran now. They always fly China. Excuse me. Stay with me. China and Iran has close relations, so it's not unusual for these cargo planes to fly there. So with that, I don't know, but we don't know if they're supplying them more weapons. Do we? Does anybody on here know for a fact? Yes or no? Do we know what's in those cargo planes from China? And a separate question: do we trust China? So I have two questions for you. Do we know what's in those cargo planes that are flying in? If you're just coming in, we're talking about the war, Iran and Israel. More people are dying. Do we know what's in there, and do we trust China? And then do we trust Afghanistan? So that's my thoughts. All right, I'll read some messages here. Palon, how are you? Welcome in, guys. Appreciate you guys here. Now, on another note, we'll get off the subject just for a second, and we'll get back on it. Once again, homeless here. The heat in Las Vegas is horrendous. Now, it is a little cooler here, but the heat has been so very bad. Yesterday, me and a friend, we went and we did a huge dent. We gave out about, 14 to 16 meatball subs. We normally do homemade food on Thursdays yesterday, but anyhow, real quick, if you're just coming in, we are a homeless channel. We help out the homeless, and we gave out a bunch of sandwiches. Did you guys watch the shorts? They were so nice. There was people, it was so hot, and they opened up the fire hydrants, and we were giving them some sandwiches and napkins, and they got bottle of water, and they're still ripping me apart. The haters, there's haters in this world. What are you going to do? Well, I didn't see any ice in the cooler. Well, guess what, haters? I had ice. Well, I didn't see any napkins. Guess what, haters? I had napkins. Oh, well, do you really put meatball with cheese? Yes. You know, all these people giving me shit. And I'm wondering, are they really trying to do anything themselves? So, but I'm not gonna stop, guys. I'm gonna continue doing my part, and I appreciate everybody participation and helping out with the like and subscribing on here. Don't peek. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I missed you for the last couple lives, dude. Now, I did take yesterday off, and I needed a day off. But when I say off from live, but I had a shout out to Ken for his privacy. Ken helped me out yesterday. Yes, ignore the haters. Forget about it. I love the Eagles. That's what we do, you know. Oh, and by the way, Elvis, Whiskey Tango coming in strong. Appreciate you, Whiskey Tango, with the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Elvis, real quickly, they were making fun of me how I say water and how I say Nevada. That's how I talk. If you don't like how I talk, get the hell out of here. Because wait till I become mayor or governor in Nevada. We're going to change a lot of shit. But they were getting on me about water. I say water. I'm from back east. Welcome in, guys. Band of haters, man. They can demolish it. Happy Friday, Ozzy's in the house. Now we can have a party. Where is the beer? I'm just kidding. I actually do have a beer. So yeah, guys. Anyhow, it was nice today to go out and about, and went to a body shop and got my son's car. I'm saying all this because all these small businesses, they're all worried. They're all worried. Every business I'm talking to are worried about where we're heading with this war. Everyone. Die-hard Trump supporters, die-hard Republicans, Democrats, serious situation. I think it's finally hitting people saying, whoa, we can't rush into this. And by the way, this tariff tax, yes, I'm sorry, Uncle Greg, I'm going to sound like a Democrat tonight. No, I'm sounding like Sal Capano. This tariff tax for Canada is decreasing my cigar money. Because now the cigars, because of the supply, they're going up. And Dominican, we have a mess. There is a complicated situation right now. Man, am I getting on Trump tonight? I know, guys. I know. Hit me a little bit. It's what I do when I can call myself out. He's still one of the best presidents we've had in our lifetime. But man, Businesses are getting hurt right now still, guys, because it's uncertain. We are uncertain what the hell's going on. And then putting this war into everything. Don't Peek has a question. I'll wait for it. It just makes things a little bit more crazy. Bruce, what's happening, Bruce? Yeah, Bruce, once I get in there and I start talking like water and Nevada, they're going to say, who the hell is this guy? And I'm going to tell them off. Yeah, it's a big mess, Elvis. It's a complicated situation. But I got to tell you, I am praying for Donald Trump and J.D. Vance and in the cabinet. And Lemon J, he really, Lemon J, he's first of all, Lemon J, real quick, the question on Mark Levin. He's good, he's smart, he's well spoken, he knows his stuff, he knows his shit. But some of the stuff he says, when he came out the other night and says, go, tear up Iran, go for it, Trump. Who the hell are you? No, not the wrong way. Not it. Not the right way to go. So, all right. Terry's in the house. Hello, Terry. Good to see you. Iran should have took the deal. Jack, they should have. They should have took the deal. You're exactly right. Too high five. They should have took it, but they didn't take it. You know, they didn't take it. But Jack, everybody else, for me, we don't need this. We don't need to get involved. We need to stay out of it and just watch very closely. Have our allies there. We certainly, and I don't want to hear they need us to go into that bunker. It's hard. Would you help me out, guys? Where's my cement construction people? Kalichi, it's hard. Israel doesn't have the technology to get in there and destroy the weapons and the nukes. Whoa, leave us out of it. Go find your way and go take care of it. I'm a little fired up tonight. I don't need it. We don't need this. I don't need it. We don't need this shit. We got more shit going on in this world than we don't need it. Yeah, I'm going to be running. I'm going to be taking Carolyn Goodman. Carolyn Goodman knows I'm coming for her. Yeah, things need to change here in Las Vegas. Because it's not about Republican. It's not about Democrat. And it's not about independent or gay or straight or women. It's about the people. And that's what's wrong. They get in there and they forget about the people. I'm not referring to Trump. That's a whole nother story. Now, with Trump, I think somebody's telling him. I think the problem with Trump right now, he's finally, the advice that somebody's given him, I have no idea who he's listening to, why he wanted to go so quick, and now he's backed off. It's about the human life. Bruce Matthews, 2 high five fist bump. Exactly. It's about our lives, our kids, and our grandkids. Now, on the flip side, I'm surprised I haven't seen it yet. Well, Sal, we just don't sit back for months and you get a nuclear attack. Well, first of all, I'm not so sure they would. But I'm not saying to back off. All I'm saying is just watch. Israel got us into this. Let Israel take care of this. That's it. Let him take care of it. Don't trust that guy, Netanyahu. Don't trust him at all. Don't trust Putin. Don't trust Ukraine. Certainly don't trust Iran. And I'm hearing some different stuff coming out of the White House, too, on this whole Iran and Israel situation. Trump is a puppet. I'm reading comments. That's not from me. Welcome in, everybody. Everybody's entitled to their opinion on these lives. I have no problem on our live. You guys can come in and disagree, but just read. I think Don't Peek put it in there nice and nice. Like and subscribe to the channel. And please, $1.99 for memberships goes to the homeless. And no hate. Exactly. Thank you, Don't Peek. Appreciate that. Oh, yeah, Don't Peek. What was your question? What was that question? Did I miss it? Yeah. The water works. Yes, they opened up that fire hydrant. What was the question? Don't Peek. Sorry. They opened up fire hydrant. Ozzy, wasn't that special? Did you see that live video? I did. Yeah. Don't Peek. Ask it again if you don't mind. Yeah, everything, Richard. It's very hard to go back when I missed. You could say it again. The messages are flying in here very quickly, and guys, I'm trying to express my feelings, but I'll go ahead and look for it. See here, Tucker owned Rubio. End of days. Oh, we got some news coming in here. Hold on. Trump needs to trust his advisors a little bit. Absolutely, absolutely. What we got going on here? Hold on.
Over at Fox News Edge on this Monday. Transitioning your screen now to show you that latest video. This, as the Associated Press reports, Iran fired a new wave of missile attacks on Israel early this Monday, triggering air raid sirens across the country as emergency services.
Do you think China will come after us? Do you see my YouTuber shorts? I have updated one time. Don't peek. I did not. I did not get it, and I haven't. I got Fabian's live yesterday, and a few other YouTubers. So YouTube right now, I don't know if there's just a lot of traffic that's going in and out, but I did not. But I will check it out. Was that the message? Thank you, Don't Peek, for letting me know. And then what was the other question? Was there another one? Ardell says, "Do you think China will come after us if we go into Iran?" That's a very good question right there. I don't know. I know the planes, the cargo planes are flying in. Again, if you're just coming in, the cargo planes from China are going into Iran. But that's nothing. When I'm reading from Wall Street Journal, that's nothing new. That they always fly in there, and that's not their final destination. They'll fly in and then go on. Now, are they dropping off weapons to? But I know what your question is. I don't trust China, and that's why I'm worried about this whole. Me personally. I'm not speaking for everybody. Why I'm personally a little worried about China. Yes, you don't know. I don't trust China. We know about the pandemic. It wasn't the people, guys. Don't blame the Chinese people, please. The government, the fentanyl, that goes from fentanyl, that goes to Mexico. So yes, to answer your question, maybe China gets all pissed off with the whole tariff tax, and comes after us. Yes, possible. That's why I say we got to be very, and that's why Trump has put this pause on the fentanyl. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm reading messages. That's why he's put this pause on Israel and Iran taking out their bunkers on this Friday. So, let's see here. My wife's illegal? No. Make sure you get some facts on here. By the way, speaking of my wife is disagrees with me on this. So there you go. Just because we're married, she thinks we should go ahead and I'm gonna want to put words in her mouth. She doesn't think we should react real quick, but she thinks enough is enough. So just to let you guys know that everybody's on different on this. I'm just giving you my thoughts. I still trust Trump. Oh, Elvis, I do too. Oh, there's no doubt. See, I don't want anybody to misunderstand. I'm just saying on this particular where we're at right now, we just got to go slow, and he is. Now, interesting is Maribel says, well, maybe we shouldn't delay it. Either make a decision and go, because she says if you just hold off and put a time frame, it makes it worse for Trump. Interesting. She said maybe just don't talk about it anymore, Trump. Just do it. That's her thoughts. What's your thoughts? You agree with Maribel? Do you agree with, either you do it now or you wait a day or don't do it at all. So Terry goes, I agree with Maribel. No disrespect. Yeah, there you go, Terry. I would like to see more proof. Yeah, and then that's, Ozzy, and that's where I'm at, Ozzy. It's crazy. My goodness. Are you just saying that? Because I'm like that too. I like to see more proof because it wasn't the secretary. Was it Marco Rubio? Help me out, guys. Somebody was asked a question today. I was in the car driving, listening to XM Fox, and they asked Trump a question. First time ever I heard Trump hesitate. It was a question. Was it Pam Bondi? Somebody said something they didn't know exactly how many nukes they had, and then somebody in the White House, correct me, somebody out there, somebody. So, happy birthday. Whose birthday is it? That's going to drive me nuts. Lemon J's on here will look that up for me. Sorry, Lemon J. But it was somebody that it was asked a question today. Trump was addressing when he said, I'm going to put a 2-week pause or waiting on. If you're just coming in, guys, we're just discussing. We're a homeless channel. We help out the homeless when we can. We have, I hope everybody's welcome to come in here and certainly welcome to your opinion and disagree with me. Just respect others on here. You can hit me real hard. Don't touch anybody else on here. Appreciate it. What we're discussing is are they telling us the truth? Does Trump and his ally, are they telling, do we even know? Do we need to know more information before we get more involved? So that was a good comment, a fair comment from Ozzy. Weird Matters in the house. How are you? If I missed any birthdays, was it Don't Peek's birthday? Happy birthday. I know Crystal's is coming up. Happy birthdays. If anybody's having an anniversary, happy anniversary. So, Sal Capano, I don't think Trump's going to attack. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm leaning towards he's not until they can find out more accurate information or it gets really, really out of hand. That's a fair comment, too, from Lovebirds. Don't Peek, excuse me. Happy birthday to anybody selling a birthday. I see some birthdays in here. What was that? The nukes? What? I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. It was a message I wanted to read and went away. It was a good one, too, I think. Yeah, it's Tulsi Gabbard. That's right. Thank you. Tulsi Gabbard said they aren't even... yeah, it was Tulsi Gabbard. Oh, my God, Ozzy. Send you some coffee. That was going to drive me nuts. That's what it was. Tulsi Gabbard, yeah. So there you go. It's like a little confusion in the White House there. And then it was first time ever I heard Trump. I take it back. He didn't hesitate. He was like caught surprise from the reporter. That's it. Tulsi Gabbard, yeah. All right. So I don't know, guys. At the end of the day, more information. We got to be careful. Remember, guys, this is anytime you're dealing with Iran and Israel, if you're just coming in, I don't trust Israel. I really don't. Certainly don't trust Putin. And nobody asked the question here, what about Russia? Where's Russia in all this? We talked about this last live 2 days ago. Where's Putin at with all this? Do we trust Putin? Because I'm hearing that Putin saying, I'm with you, Trump. I'm with you, Trump. I got your back. Bullshit. He don't have anybody back. So we don't know. We just don't know. We don't know where Putin's at. We don't know, Afghanistan. We don't know where China's at. Well, we know where China's at. We don't know if those cargo planes are real. Well, we know they're real, right? There's been some evidence that these cargo planes from China are going there, but we don't know if they're just flying there and that's their normal business, whatever. I don't know what the hell they're flying there. Or is it much worse and China is supplying their weapons? We can't afford another war. No, and that's a whole nother problem. We just can't. Wrong time. And then I've heard from a friend of mine who's an independent. It doesn't matter, right? And he says, Laz, how are you? He said to me, how do you know if Israel's just doing all this to set us up? He said that to me. I'm like, whoa. Is Israel just doing this to be, to pull us off guard? I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing some stuff out there. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys being here on this Friday. But let's talk a little bit of homeless. So it was a good, productive day. Shout out to Ken. Ken volunteered. Ken is somebody I met. I known for a while in the health club, and he wanted to help, and he helped yesterday, and we gave out some meatball subs. Maribel didn't have time to cook, but we still got we handed out about 14 to 16 subs. Of course, I can't put them all on. We helped out many people. It was very hot, and as Ozzy said, the water works good in Vegas. They broke the fire. They didn't break the fire hydrant. They popped the fire hydrant. It was hot. It was 112 yesterday, 111, 108 here. And they were getting cold off, and they seen me come, and we gave them a nice sub, and it came in. It was good. It was a good, productive day. It was nice to have help, because sometimes I don't have Maribel near me. So if anybody who lives in Las Vegas and you want to help out the homeless people, and I don't mean with money, but if you just want to help and help me hand out stuff, I appreciate it. Sometimes I can use it. Shout out to Mike Hawk, your uncle. God bless your uncle, Mike Hawk. Let's see here. What we got over here? Is it going? They should protect. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of, there's no wrong comments on it. Well, there's some comments I'm going to disagree on, but there's no wrong comments tonight on this, as the birds are chirping, chirping. What is it? Chirping behind me. Appreciate you guys being here. Again, it's a little warm in Las Vegas. It's supposed to cool down tomorrow. I'm in Las Vegas, and I think tomorrow it's going to drop. I'll probably relax a little bit in the pool. Terry, high five, fist bump. Yeah. I just don't trust. Just my opinion. I don't trust the government. Never really did. But I don't trust too many other countries. I mean, shit. Sometimes you don't even trust our own government, right? I mean, look what just happened with our previous. So, but that's just me. I don't trust them. I do trust Italy. I really do. Not because I'm just saying I do trust them. I trust the UK. But Europe right now is not playing into this right now too much. Not too much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Nice shirt. Thank you. Yeah, Europe, we heard Trump talk about it today. I'm not saying this. This is what Trump says, and I quote, we're not too concerned about Europe. Referring to Germany, Italy, UK. Thank you, Don't Peek. Appreciate that. Yes, absolutely, Janine. You imagine if she was right now, or we talked about this before, we'd be a lot. Yeah. Not easy being the president, and not easy making these decisions right now. These countries are on edge all the time. Can't help out, be a little defensive. Yeah, if we had another president right now, on both sides, it in my opinion, it would be, my goodness, it'd be a lot worse. But yeah, I'm optimistic. I mean, the outcome. I think it was Don't Peek who said it, or Laughs, or a few of you probably said it. I have a feeling it's all going to work out. There's this feeling inside that we don't get involved. I really do. That United States don't get involved. Welcome in, Williams. Appreciate you. Yeah, wars are no good. They never heard of any wars that turn out good. People lose their lives, and we're in a crucial time here in the United States right now. Fazuls, yep, and yeah. So yeah, I just hope that we don't get too directly involved. Greg's in the house. Hello, Greg. You voted for this, Greg says. Greg, I also voted for, our borders are finally closed, so I applaud Trump on that. I also voted for a leader, not a follower. I also voted for somebody I can trust and put my head on the pillow. But thank you for your comment. But no, I didn't vote for any of this. And this is more deeper than a lot of people realize. All right. We aren't in a war yet. We're pretty damn close. Yeah, no, directly we haven't used our military. By the way, boots on ground, forget about it. No, that's insane. I've heard people say, "Oh, just go on the ground, send them around." No, but no, we're involved, but we're not directly. We're at the point where we're going ahead and sending an American pilot plane to destroy the bunker and hope that we destroy it. But yeah, so you're right. I live in what's up, Texas? It's still open, the border? Yeah, here's another situation. Let's talk about this too. So I like to talk about, I'm always listening and going to these meetings. So now Trump says, not so fast with the immigration. Now, he's all in on all these bad men and women, mostly men, sorry guys, rapists and murderers that are coming over from Venezuela, El Salvador, and Mexico, China, and other parts of the world. But now the farmers, who's going to do the farm work? So he's kind of leading up to the farmers, to use their own judgment. If those people been on a farm for 10 years, 20 years, and they have a relationship with those illegals, see, I think what they could do is to not destroy the farmers. For those who are working on the farms, is have a process. Maybe they can make it where they can go through a process, take it out of their checks, pay it in social security. Because if you take away all the farmers that are 80% are illegals, at one day the Italians used to work on the farm. We still do, and Puerto Ricans. I can say that because my wife's Puerto Rican, but now a lot of them are from other parts of the world, and it's cheaper labor, right? So that's a whole nother complicated. So John Trump says, let's just take a deep breath on that. And well, I'm saying this: can't there be a way where they can pay into and get in their visa or temporary? But the president, one of the best presidents ever, is saying this. Let's do this. Let's have the farmers use their judgment. They've been with them for 10 years, 20 years, 25 years. And let's just hold off on that because it'll destroy the work. I mean, who's gonna be doing that work on the farms? Jean-Claude Van Damme? It's so funny you say that because I just watched him last night. That's so weird that somebody just said that. World 3, population control. Yeah, I mean, there's so many ways they can go by. I say this. If you came here illegal and you've been here 10 years and you are showing you're working, there should be an easier way, a process. Now, my Uncle Greg would say, you sound like a Democrat. No, I'm trying to make sense of all this. The farmers, they need these people, right? Or at least until they get American workers, and that's hard to do. So I'm just saying there's got to be another way on there. But then you have the people that recently came over. Maybe they need to go back and come over the proper way, but not make it as hard. Tough situation. I can almost see this happening with the farmers. By the last couple of months, I can almost hear some of these farmers that was reading. Some were Republicans, some were Trump, some were MAGA, some were Democrats, and a lot of them, most of them, not all, were saying, "What are we going to do?" They were scared. You can hear it in their voice. So, LA riots were crazy. I watched the riots last night. That's a whole nother. Let's talk about that now. Should we talk about the riots? That's still going on. J.D. Vance said a nice speech today. J.D. Vance, boy, he's showing me right now that he could very well be president. The words he says, thank you, Mr. President, the things like that. Hugo, how are you? The National Guards, thank you for the men and women, the police officers and fire department. And, the words he said today, you guys watch him today, J.D. Vance, or listen to him. Amazing. In California, we're talking. I'm juggling around a little bit. Somebody talked about that protest is still going on in California. And that's because of a failed government, failed mayor, Bass, Gavin Newsom. They encouraged the protest. You guys understand? They should be handcuffed and charged with a misdemeanor or greater, the governor. What he did to encourage this. Pretty much he should have an intercom saying it's okay. Instead of saying, hey, 12 days of protest, I hear your voice. I quote Gavin Newsom, the protests, the violence, the riots, I call them riots, need to stop. Yeah, last night, Ozzy, I couldn't sleep there for a little bit. I went on to a YouTube, a channel. What was her name? Because she did a good job. She did a pretty good job. Jessica. Anyhow, I went on this YouTube channel and they were showing it. It was, I wouldn't say it was out of control, but tear gas back and forth. It's still happening in California. What I seen last night. So curfews are still in effect. Isn't that crazy that we're still having these protests and riots? Crazy. But shout out to J.D. Vance for Now, you think Kamala Harris would have went there and done that? No. But again, guys, this is all because they don't like Trump. They, meaning Gavin Newsom and Bass, they hate Trump so bad. If it wasn't for Trump, the fires would still be going on. God forbid. But they hate Trump so much. And they're instigating some of these riots. They are. Let's be real. Let's be real. Because our governor here, who I've called him out, he's conservative, but I've called him out. He did call in National Guards, and he said in Vegas, is where I'm at, he said, nope, on the sidewalks, you can do your little protest. We'll give you a little time and get the hell out of here. Yeah, Ozzy. Anthony, how are you? I appreciate the likes, by the way. We have 47 likes. Thank you so very much for joining us on this. If you're new to the channel, be free to let us know you're new and let us know where you're coming in at. Hope everybody's doing well. End of the week, work week for a lot of us. Some of us, the beginning of the work week. Well, first of all, why is Trump starting a war with Iran? Well, first of all, thank you and God bless you, and thank you for the comment. Trump is not starting any war, okay? So that's simply wrong. No cigar tonight, Hugo. It's too hot. Maybe after this live, I'll go out and have a cigar. Not maybe, I will. I will, Hugo. For you and for me. Trump's not starting any war. Trump's going to, yeah. But, you know. What's up, Missouri? Oh, thanks for letting us know, Anthony. Appreciate that. Yeah, Jessica. That's who I was talking about. Jessica. Yeah, that was the name. Ellen, thank you very much. She's good, that young lady. I don't know who she supports. She's probably a Democrat, but she did a good job. Ellen, that's who it was. Thank you so much. You rock. That's who it was. She has a good YouTube channel. She does a good job. Oh, do you, Ozzy? Look, we'll have one together. We'll do a live together. Yeah, Jess. Yeah, that's who that is. Yeah, she has a good job. That young lady, Jessica Paradesa or something like that. She's from Jersey too. Paradesa. The Italian mob. Hold on. Let's go back here. I'm gonna read this here. The Italian mob and the Mexican cartel are the same. No, not the same at all. First of all, there's no more Italian mob. No, not the same at all. Oh, we got our first donation, or second donation, high five, fist bump, Whiskey Tango, and then right now, appreciate that. Let me give you a little like here. And I'm trying to read your message. If Trump sends troops to Iran, he is starting a war. If Trump sends troops to Iran, he is starting a war. Well, here's the deal. Israel started, if you want to be honest, Israel started the war. Okay? Trump just warned them 60 days, weeks ago, and thank you for the donation. Trump said, hey, we can't have any nukes. And he made it clear, we're sitting back. He originally said we're going to get involved, then we're going to sit back. Israel, they got us into this. It's between, Israel needs to stay, but no, how is that starting a war? How is that starting a war? It would be Israel starting a war. But again, I just went over this for the last 35, 40 minutes. I don't feel that we should get involved. We should let Israel and Iran. That's my opinion. My wife thinks different. This is a not easy, my wife said, now my wife did say this, Maribel. She says no 2 weeks. She said either you do it or you don't. So what do you guys think? Do you do it now or don't do it? Don't wishy-wash. What did they call it? So, but thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. All right, let's continue. Trump should stay out of this. I'm reading comments here. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think right now he should keep out of it too. We got enough going on. Yeah. 58 years. Wow. America should be the big brother for other countries. Yeah, I see a lot of different comments. There's really no right or wrong comment on some of these comments, you know. Taco. I see, when I see the tacos, I'm still waiting for my first taco. Hamas isn't in Iran. Iran runs Hamas. Was it Juby? Iran's the one who started all this shit. Okay, Hamas means hate. That's a whole nother. But Iran and Hamas looks up to Iran. They're evil. They made it clear. The birds. Anyway, you look at it, guys. It's just a messy thing. Let me turn the iPad. I was trying to find some live updates. Vance 28. I'm liking them more and more. Vance. I like them more. Oh, here we go. I got some coverage here. Hold on, guys.
When one main said yes, it's a pinch me moment. I went through lenders and I just would get denied almost instantly.
Bear with me, guys. I'm going to see if I got some... I heard there was some more strikes.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Neil, and I'm super excited to bring you inside my world on my...
Katie, how are you, Katie? Good to see you. No injuries from the latest Iranian missiles, around 5. So that's good, no injuries. No injuries. Skies are clear. Yeah. I'll bring you up to date if anything changes. We'll have to see. Right now, if you're just coming in, Trump has made it clear. We're going to wait. I think he said 2 weeks. I keep saying 2 weeks. I think he said 2 weeks. 1 week, 2 weeks. To see directly if we're going to destroy the bunker. And that's what we've been talking about a little bit. I'm suffering from a bad childhood. Read some. What is your opinion on? Hold on. Trump is offering peace, prosperity, building on fire from 7 hour. Yeah. So a lot of comments are coming in. A lot of different comments. I don't think there's a wrong comment on this. On this particular Israel and Iran war. But I got to tell you, it's not easy. And Trump knows that. IDF bombards Iran. U.S. bombers today. Okay. I think I seen that earlier. So this is what it looks like, guys. Here's the bunker. Here's the bunker, guys. So there's Iran. This is the bunker. Interesting. So that, I guess that's pretty damn deep down there. But again, we don't even know if that's the correct spot. You know, do we just trust what what we're being told? Do we even know, or maybe the administration doesn't even want to tell us? I appreciate you guys being here tonight. I'm just looking up something real quick. Yeah, okay, so here it is, guys. So here's the bunker. I found it. All right, here. So here it is. So I guess that's some photos of it here. This is the Iran unveils the underground base for the fighter jets. Okay, so that's where their fighter jets are. See, and this is the bunker buster bomb right there, right here. Sorry, I'm getting you dizzy. So, and that's going to go down. How far is that down? Let's see. It's pretty deep. That's why they need USA help. This is why they need, evidently, Israel. They have a plane or the machine to go in there, but they can't go as deep, is what I'm hearing. I'm just reporting what I'm hearing. They can get down more than halfway, but, oh, here it is. So, a B-2, 30,000-pound bunker buster. But how deep is it? Oh, how does the bunker buster go so deep? Yeah. All right, here you guys want to watch this? Here. Let's listen into this. This looks like it's pretty... hold on, guys. What we got here? Hold on, we got a little ad here. The U.S. bunker buster bomb that could reshape. Here you go.
Known as the Massive Ordnance Penetrator. It's a powerful American bunker-busting bomb designed to destroy deeply buried targets. It's big and heavy. It measures about 6 meters long and weighs 13,000 kilograms, so heavy that it can be only dropped from America's heavy bomber aircraft. Its hardened steel casing allows it to punch through thick layers of rock and concrete. And unlike typical bombs that explode on impact, a specialized fuse triggers the blast deep underground, maximizing damage to fortified facilities. And the GBU-57 can penetrate up to 61 meters underground before detonating. And analysts say it can destroy deeply buried sites, such as Iran's Fordow uranium enrichment plant. It's a fortified facility carved into a mountain. Israel does not have this bomb in its arsenal, and the U.S. is the only one with it. The U.S. Air Force...
Okay, so Israel don't have it. Oops, sorry about that, guys. So there you go. But I did hear earlier that they do, Israel, but it'll, like I just said, it won't go all the way to the bottom. That's why they need our help. And this is why... Let's listen a little bit.
Force is also the only one that operates the B-2 Spirit jets, which are programmed to carry the bunker-busting bombs.
Okay.
In the case of the Massive Ordnance Penetrator, it is the only weapon in anyone's arsenal globally that's able to successfully target.
Not as strong as ours?
And
okay.
Potentially even eliminate facilities like Fordow.
Right.
It was designed originally with the intent of attacking and destroying targets specifically built into mountains. Initially, that was in terms of North Korea, later expanded to target sets including Iran as well.
Yeah, there you go. Interesting. So, as Ozzy alluded to, and what I heard earlier, so they have something similar that can drop down there, but not as strong as ours, and they want to make sure they go in there one time. I'm saying one time. You hope that you go in there one time and then destroy it. But here he is right here. We'll watch it one more time.
Known as the Massive Ordnance Penetrator. It's a powerful American bunker-busting bomb designed to destroy deeply buried targets. It's big and heavy.
How much does something like that cost? How much does something like that cost? Crazy. But again, guys, if you're just coming in, the question I have in the chat, I won't do a poll. I guess I could do a poll. All right, I'll put it. Should we do a poll? We'll do a little quick poll here. Should U.S. Let's just hold here. Yeah. And then just for fun here, well, I shouldn't say for fun. For fun on the poll, should we get involved? Oh, it will take multiple bombs. Okay, so it won't even be one shot, Ozzy. It's just it'll take multiple. Okay, so it could take two, three, four to destroy. And again, if they're confident and that's the right location, you got to hope. But with all this AI stuff, I'm sure that it makes it a little easier for them. What's up, Rick from Oregon? How you doing tonight, Rick? Good to see you in here from Oregon. That's what we're looking at, guys, right here. This bad boy here. And that's what they need to do to destroy. This whole thing is about, well, it's a religious war. As Lemon J, it goes back 50 plus some years. But here we are getting dragged into it again. We're getting dragged into it again. And they need us. I don't trust either country. Yeah, boots on ground, Jack. And welcome in, Jack. Appreciate your comment. Boots on ground, I just don't see it. I don't think Israel should go boots on ground. Well, I don't. Certainly, we don't want to go boots on ground. No. Absolutely not. That's kind of crazy, though. It's amazing how they have these bombs, right? Each bunker buster costs $200,000. Lemon J, thank you so much for bringing that up. So there you go. From our loyal subscriber moderator. That's a lot of fazools. And as Ozzy alluded to, it will take a few tries, a few of these bunker bombs. Bunker bombs. I just want to see something here. All right, here. So, Israel has pushed the U.S. to see its bunker buster bomb on Iran. That's pretty crazy. What's your thoughts, guys? What's your thoughts? Do we just, should Trump just done it already? Not wait around? Or should he just relax, like I've said multiple times on here, and just wait and see? Or does that make things worse? Does that make things worse when you just sit back and, right, and just tough, right? You just go ahead and do it, catch them on surprise. Hookah, it's a lot of fazools. Could buy a lot of cigars with that kind of money. That's where we're at on this Friday. We'll know more going into next week, and let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. But meanwhile, we have some leftover riots going on in California, at least. The world's still upside down. Farmers, Trump has changed his mind, at least for the farmers that came here illegal for 10 years. Let the farmers use their discretion on who they pick to farm, because it's hard to get help right now. We got that going on. I'm sure gas is probably going to go up if we get involved in this one way or another. And then, of course, if everything works out fine and we don't get involved, it's still not going to be the end of this. We're still going to have, in my opinion, some problems. We might even have problems with Israel. I know a lot of you are saying, no, Sal, Israel's our friend. I'm just saying, if we don't step in, right, and Trump goes, you know what, Are you guys okay? Right? Netanyahu says, no, we can use you. And Trump goes, I think we're going to keep out of it. I just want to throw this at everybody in the chat. And Trump goes, I think I like you. I quote, this is Trump, the Netanyahu, whatever the hell his name is. And then he goes, okay, fine. We'll go ahead and send 10 of these. We'll go ahead and do it. You guys just go ahead and go play golf. Does he turn around and make trouble with us? Make trouble with the United States and be like the instigator and call Putin up. You know what I mean? Then do we have problems? I'm just throwing this out there. Maybe not, but I don't trust him. What a mess. What a mess this world's in, huh? But hey, as Janine said earlier, thank God we do have Trump. And it's not happening with a bunch of committee running this world, because that's what it was. It was a bunch of donors, in my opinion, and committee, and Biden, and a horrible vice president running this world. Snake's in the house. Hello, Snake. How are you tonight? Oh, what's up with those Denver Broncos? Do I miss Elon? Is he really gone? Just saying. Rick from Oregon, if there's any. Yep. Well, I just got to say this. Let's hope that this is handled correctly. All right, we got 67 likes. Thank you for all the likes. I appreciate you guys coming in tonight and supporting this channel with the likes. Appreciate it so very much on this Friday. Somebody says, why do you care about American First now? Let's see here. Ardell, what do you think about the chemical if we hit them? What do you think about the chemical if we hit them? That's a great question. The comment was from Ardell. That's a good comment. And his question was, what do you think about the chemical? The chemical if we hit them, meaning the chemicals of the nukes. That's a very, very good question. Mike, thank you. Thank you for being here. I don't know. Let's open up the chat. That's a great question. Does some of that nuke go right back because Israel is kind of close? Does that go to Israel, or does it just explode and goes down? Great question. You guys agree that's a pretty good question. I mean, what happens? I mean, I'm sure they have the proper mask and all, but like, I don't know. But let me check our poll real quick here. Should the United States get involved? And 31% says yes. And then 69% say no from the poll. All right. No, it's a great question. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, we have some troubled times right now. Nothing's easy, but nothing's ever easy. Nothing's ever easy in life in general, right? All we can do is, have faith in our president, whether you support him or not, and the cabinet people behind him. But I'll say this again, probably for the last time. I don't trust Israel. Certainly don't trust Iran. They made it clear many times to strike us, and they're against us. I feel that they were behind Trump's assassination. That's my opinion. I've spoken to other people, and they say, no, Sal, you're full of shit. It was just a crazy guy. I respect that. Some are saying it was the Democrats. Some are saying it was his own party. I say I don't trust Iran at all. And again, I don't trust a lot of countries out there. So that's my opinion. So nothing's easy. Do I think the Democrats will take office in 28? Anthony, no. I don't think so. And it's not because I'm a Trump supporter. I think it's going to take a little longer than that to get it back. It'll probably be the next time around. That's what I'm thinking. I've been wrong before. I think the Democrats have spoken. See, they're not. The Democrats don't have a way. They just are just so far off on this whole what's happening right now. So Ozzy coming through and sponsoring. Keep doing what Maribel and you do. And all you can do is try, as Ozzy and his beautiful wife says. Thank you so, Ozzy. You rock so much. High five, fist bump. Appreciate you and helping these lives and the homeless people. And so it makes me and Maribel things a little easier for us to go out there and supply food and water and other materials and things. By the way, I got to get some of those propane tanks. I got to remind myself. Thank you so much to help our channel continue. It's not unnoticed, guys. We appreciate it. Make sure you guys support propane tanks. I got to get. Sorry, not support propane. Support other YouTube channels when you can. Yeah, just remember. So these propane tanks were hard to find for the cooking and stuff that I would use to go camping, but now they're easy to find. So I'm going to use some of the fossils from Ozzy and others who have donated today in the past for some propane tanks. So what they do is they have their little propane tanks to cook. So appreciate it. Blanca's in the house. Columbo, what's up, Columbo? Propane, yes, Hugo. They use these little green propane tanks so they can get to eat their hamburgers and stuff. Whiskey Tango, what's happening, Whiskey Tango? Gives Ozzy the thumbs up. Thank you for helping sponsoring this live tonight. Anthony Davis says hello. Are you the only one that I watch this? Oh, thank you, Ardell. There's some other shorts. There's some great. Christopher, how are you? Happy Friday. There's some good YouTube shorts out there. Everybody has their own little niche, right? Some will go in and interview them. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. Some do what I do. Not some, there's a lot. And some, there might be some acting. I don't know. Mine, I can look into the camera. Under the faith of God, these people, I know I help out some of the similar ones. There's no acting at all. I just go up to them, make sure they're comfortable, and we help them out as much as we can. But there's a lot of shorts on there with the homeless. See here. Iran leading is hiding in a hole. Iran wants beef with everybody, not just Israel. Dame West, what's happening? That's a good comment. Is it Damian West? Damian West? Charcoal, yeah. I appreciate that, Ardell. Thank you so very much. Appreciate your support. I appreciate all the supports, guys. TB says Trump 28 watching my shorts. It really helps the channel out, and I know they can put some tears in your eyes, but there's also some joy. Some are very optimistic, like the last homeless Ozzy, that one gentleman we did, who was on the corner. I think he was asking for $1 or $2, and he was so grateful and he was so proud he was just happy. He was very optimistic for considering the situation. But yeah, I appreciate it. All those shorts that you guys like on and share them, whether it's this channel, my channel, your channel, or other lives or other YouTube shorts. It really helps the channels out, so more people can interact on these lives, on the shorts. And at the end of the day, all we can do is try and help out another homeless. So someone asked me the other day, do you have your favorite homeless? They're all my favorite. I love them all. And by the way, if you're coming in, I see some the other day that they just came out and told me that they're saying, we are this, we are that, we are illegal, so what? I'm going to help them out. I'm not going to let anybody starve. So, did you see my? I'm serious. Oh, did you see my question? I'm being serious. No, I did not. Fox. Let me see if I go back. Anthony, what do you think we should do? Oh, hold on. What think we should do to wake up young women Up the Democrats. That's a good question too. Cole, no, I didn't see it. Oh, here it is. I think I got 5. Hey, Sal, I have a question for you. How could you stand by a man that has cut off every fund possible? Well, that's simply not true for FEMA, and I know that for a fact, Fox. I'm out there. I live in Las Vegas, and it's simply not true. As far as Medicaid, I can look in the camera. You're probably not going to believe it, and that's fine, but my hand to God, my mom hates that, but I know, is it the left side? On the right side? Nothing is being taken away here in Las Vegas. I can tell you that. I fight for people. It's not that I'm a Republican or this and that, and I can tell you 100%. FEMA food, SNAP benefits is all there. Nothing has been touched. Well, hasn't even been a bill passed on there. So don't believe some of the fake stuff out there. Oh, we just got a donation here. Christopher Green, thank you so much. Appreciate it. You rock. High five, fist bump. Thank you for helping out on there. Christopher, thank you so much. Yeah, as far as the FEMA, was it the FEMA you were talking about, I think, Fox? It's the FEMA from the previous administration, at least in North Carolina. I think that's what it was, FEMA. I think I was talking about Medicaid. I apologize. FEMA, was that the question, FEMA? None of that stuff is true. And as far as the Medicaid and food stamps or anything, nothing has been touched. And even on this bill, the big, beautiful bill that will be passed on 4th of July on a Friday, nothing is going to be taken away. It's just adding on workforce. Just a lot of I'm not going to say lies, just made up stuff. Obamacare, that's still out there. Obamacare is still there. Obamacare is still there. The Democrats devastated FEMA. The Democrat, yeah. It was. We had a subscriber on here who was a Democrat, without mentioning any names, and got very little help. Let's see here. Being undocumented is illegal. Absolutely, yeah. I don't understand what you're talking about. Obamacare. Obamacare is still out there. Obamacare is still out there. How can they call Trump a dictator? Yeah, the dictator. When people say dictators, they know he's not. If Trump was a dictator, obviously we wouldn't be live. Obviously you wouldn't eat a pizza. Obviously you wouldn't get that cold beer. Obviously you wouldn't put your makeup on. Obviously you wouldn't. Dictators dictate what you can do. So that's all. That's just wrong. Totally wrong. But again, that's what this new Democrat administration does. And that's why the question was, will I see a Democrat in 28? And the question is, no. I can run for president. Most of us on here can run for president against the Democrats in 28, and then we'll lose because they just keep drifting apart. What people want is this. They want a better economy. They want to put their head on that pillow and knowing that we don't have to worry about illegals coming here. There's some real good ones that come here. Let's get that. Let's be honest. To worry about these murders and rapists, and they want, reasonable gas prices, reasonable food. That's what we want. We work hard. And that's why the majority of people voted for Donald Trump. And I'm not saying he's the best president. And I just came out and called him out a little bit. Well, I didn't call him out and saying have to be careful. But that's what you do. And that's what upsets me about people that, some that support Trump are afraid to make that comment. And Democrats are afraid to call out their own, like Biden. Everybody wanted to believe that Biden's mind was there. How the hell can anybody see that Biden's mind was there? It was never there. It was never there. But dictator, I don't know where they get that at. Yeah, who was the president? It was no president, Jack Ripper. It was a bunch of donors and committee, and they were handing out the torch. So, the torch. So Elizabeth Warren, you got the president for a week. Oh, I always wanted to be one. Pete Buttigieg, you got the president. By the way, speaking of Pete Buttigieg, watch him out. Watch him. He's going to be, you heard it here. Watch him, not to be the president, but he's on the rise of the Democrat Party right now. They were handing out that torch. Joe Biden, you're the president. Hunter Biden, you're the president. And they were just keep handing the torch out to somebody else. And that's what they did for the last 3 years. Now, some would say 4 years. I would say 3. I see here. Obama, third term, illegal dictator. Yeah, I'm not sure though, Jack, if, and I'm not a big, Obama was the third worst president. I'm not so sure Barack Obama got the torch, but I'm sure he had some inside. But yeah, it was just a total mess. PS4, how are you? Good to see you on here. Let me get some water real quick, guys. We've been on for an hour 15. Thank you so much. Barack Obama was the president during Biden's term because he literally admitted that he would. Yeah, I hear you, Anthony. If you're just coming in, it's Trump has announced today or earlier today that he was going to hold off on the bunker and not go into and get too involved, but he's keeping a very close look with Israel. If you're just coming in Iran, and right now I was just looking at the sky live coverage. What I found on some news channels, news outlets, it's kind of quiet right now. There's been some missiles exchanged, but nothing really. Some are getting intercepted in the sky, but nothing, thank God, is hitting Israel or Iran. 2 weeks, I see. So, I appreciate that, Jack. Thank you, Jack, so much. Appreciate that. Very nice. Let's check our poll here. Should American get involved? Should the United States get involved? 34% say yes, and then 66 say no. Interesting. Once again, an interesting topic. Once again, among Democrats, Republicans, and so on and so forth. Yes, illegal. Let's see here. Callie's in the house. President Ronald Reagan. What happened to Ronald Reagan? Ronald Reagan, peace through strength. Yes, peace through strength. Amen. That's a good comment. Yeah, that was Ronald Reagan's line. Yeah, I'm reading whiskey. I'm looking at the camera. I'm reading Whiskey Tango's comment. Do you think U.S. should get involved, and what do you think their role should be? Christopher Green. Yeah, Christopher. For those who are just coming out, we've been discussing this for a while now. Personally, my opinion, I would like not to be involved and help. And Israel kind of always drags us into these things. I have nothing against Israel at all, but I don't trust their government. There's something about them right now, and they drag us in. I'd rather not be directly involved, or as I hate to put words, I think it was Ozzy, or maybe it was some and Jay. Please forgive me. Let's get a little bit more information before we go directly forward on offense, right? So I would say just hold off on it right now. I would like not to get involved, but that's my opinion. I just got done saying my wife thinks others. I talked to a client today. He says, I wish Trump would make a decision either way. Maribel says, just go for it. Don't wait. All right. Trump offered peace, prosperity, choose violence. I think they want to be. Yeah. Wars are never easy, guys. I said this over like 100 times tonight. It's nothing the outcome is going to be good. John, how are you, John Ferguson? Good to see you on here. Thank you for your support. Let's see, Ozzy Ray, I heard they say tonight that Iran is only sending test missiles, read that comment, everybody, to see Israel's defense capabilities. Yeah, it's all we can do. Interesting. Ozzy, thank you for bringing that to us. Let's see here. Hey, Hector, how are you? Good to see you. Colombo, 100%. No. The tariffs, I'm getting pissed off about it right now. I know a lot of businesses, cigars, that the prices are going up. And shout out to Rogers Cigar in Las Vegas. He's the best. He's a little upset. He's a Trump supporter. It's a complicated thing with these tariffs. We know they will work. But I've said this before, guys, and come on in. I just give you my opinion. I don't know why other MAGA or Trump supporters don't say it. I'm a little bit worried. It does affect businesses. It's affect mine. I have faith. I stand behind them. But even with that, let's make a decision already, Trump, with this tariff. That's another complicated situation. And more I talked about with small business, some feel the same. Others disagree with me. They say, no, just have faith in them. Let's wait. Well, how much more can we wait? So, let's see here. Lemon. 3 birds I got to deal with now. Let's see. Let me read Hugo, a loyal subscriber's comment here. Israel has been a bully for years. Somebody has to. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair comment. You guys agree with that comment from Janine? Oh, excuse me. Sorry, Janine. From Hugo? From Hugo, you agree with that comment? I agree. They've been, I mean, show your age on here or show your history. Israel's always involved us a lot. Israel's always got us into these trouble. You know, we got a nice pizza coming out of the oven. Nice with gravy and basil, anchovies. It's looking good. And it just gets messed up. You know, they always want to involve us. And we got enough problems right now, in my opinion. Coming out of the worst administration ever. And right before that, a whole pandemic I won't get into. That's over. And now we got to deal with some of this stuff. Not some, but it's actually a bigger deal than a lot of people think. Is that ouch? My finger. Ouch, my finger. Fair comment. Fair comment. The U.S. was supposed to be at war 5 days ago. Why are we not at war? You know, and ouch, my finger. Maribel, my wife said that to me. She disagrees. She says, no, husband, I love you. Do it. Why is Trump hesitating? Why is he hesitating? Why didn't he just go for it? What do you guys think? Pics of RFK Jr. coming out of the tanning salon. I'm going to talk about him tomorrow night live. I have some stuff we're going to talk about tomorrow night live with him. Hey, Ardell, thank you. Thank you for checking out my shorts. High five, fist bump. Have a good night and have a great rest of your evening, Ardell. Appreciate you. It's scary times, honestly. Could you imagine Kamala? Yeah, Janine brought that up about 40 minutes ago, Jack. Imagine Kamala. Mike, thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. We got 78 likes. Can we get 100? Imagine another Republican president. I bring up the name. Why I bring up Nikki Haley is because she was, if something would have happened to Trump, she would have probably been the Republican nominee. Maybe, maybe not. I think she would have been bad. Better than a Democrat, but in my opinion. But not nearly as good as Trump. I don't know, John. I don't know. But I do know I have the birds. They missed their mom. I met Nikki Haley a year ago. Oh, is that right, Jesse? How was she? I mean, what was your vibes? Sue, how are you, Sue? Good to see you. Nixon was a horrible president. Nixon in the comments says Trump's a horrible president. Or Trump destroyed America. Excuse me. I put words in his mouth. Destroyed America. I disagree with you. Hello, everybody. For those who are coming in. We'll go live for a little longer here. Good topic. Reading some here. Trump's the worst. That's your comment. Or your opinion, excuse me, and your comment. Oh, Betty's in the house. Hello, Betty. Not yet, Lemon J. Mirabelle's going to take care of him. She'll be home a little bit. I'm ready to smoke a cigar, though. And I might have a beer, Miller Lite. The media is... Yeah, I agree. Jack, I agree with that comment. Do you think the U.S. will join the war? Do I think the U.S. will join the war, and why or why not? I'm going to say right now, you guys have asked me that a couple. I'm going to say U.S. is probably going to keep out of it. I really think they're going to keep out of this for everything. That's my opinion, and I think Israel is going to end up dealing with these bunkers. Definitely, we don't want American boots on ground. I think most of us on here, I think if you asked 100 people, 90 would say no, definitely no boots on ground. French fries, always a pleasure to see you. Some French fries and onion rings. Bring me the ketchup and let me have. Nice to see you. My allergies. Sean, how are you, Sean? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Friday. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Let us know where you're from. We have 80 likes. Can we get 100 likes? Appreciate it. We ordered more Trump shirts, extra large, and I think we're going to get another flag. And I got to get a flag for me outside because that flag is taking a beating from the sun here in Las Vegas. I'm not sending my 18-year-old to war. Betty, good to see you on here, Betty. May God bless you. Political fisherman, I'll read your comment. You look new to the channel. We will not have boots on the ground. I believe that. I don't think so either. I don't think so. And Michael says, amen, Betty. If you, Betty, if you read Michael's message, he says, excuse me, amen. Neither is Trump. Sean, hello. Jesse says the same. Are you going to go to war? If you have to go to war, Eric? What if you get drafted? Are you going? I don't think Barron will serve. No. Josh, where did he go? Carlson, I think there was some act. And be honest with you, who's that comment from? Ozzy said I go right behind you, Ozzy. Who's that comment there? John Ferguson. Sorry, John. My son was talking to me. What did you think about the Carlson? I think there was some acting in there. You know, I like Tucker. Hear me out, John. This is who I think Tucker was a little bit over. And I'm not a fan of Ted Cruz. Not at all. But I think Tucker, but hey, that's his live. Excuse me, his live. That's his podcast. I think Ted Cruz should have knew about the amount of people living in Iran and all that. But I think it was a little, they get a little overboard, I think, and act like kids sometimes. What did I think of it? I think Tucker, if he looks back at that, would say probably didn't have to be as hard. But I think there's some acting on there, my opinion. Ted Cruz wasn't ready, no. But I also think there's Jack. I think there might have been some acting in there for ratings. Just my thought. Ted Cruz is a pansy. Yeah. I know this. When Ted Cruz was going to run against Trump, he knew he had no shot. All right. Cruz is never ready. I think there's some acting in those podcasts. In a lot of them. I really do. I love Joe Rogan. Really does a great job. But there's some acting in that too. When you get up to that. In my opinion. Let's see here. Yeah. Tucker talked like an idiot. Yeah, and Jesse Waters does. I see, and for those who come on and say, "Oh, you're a Fox guy," Jesse Waters is a Philadelphia Eagles fan, and he's very good. And I know my wife says you have to understand he's good looking. Sal, my wife says he might be good looking. No, she says he's a funny guy, but he gets a little bit on my nerves. But I get on my own nerves too. So I think Jesse Waters also goes off a little bit. That's just my opinion. I'll watch it. But Mark Levin really pissed me off. Yeah. Yeah, the only problem with that, Jack, is I would have to support the Oakland. I would have to support the Raiders, and I don't know if I can do that, because the governor has to make his announcements on the Raiders here, and I don't know. Mayor, maybe. Birds are tripping. Iran is in over their head, like always. Dame, well, hey, Dame, how are you? Dame, good to see you in here. Let's see here. Oh, you look like Jesse Waters, somebody says. Good looking man. But they all do. And then you have CNN. Don't even waste your breath on that channel. Because 99% is fake. I think you get a little bit more news out of ABC than CNN. Yeah, Lemon J. And again, if you're tuning in, Lemon J, sorry, Mark Levin, if he looks at his stuff back, I'm sure he's gonna be. Let's go, let's go, let's take him out. But you know what? No, none of us are perfect. I've said some ridiculous stuff too. I watch my stuff back, and we'll start with me. But all right, we'll continue a little bit more comments here. And then I got to go smoke a cigar and have a beer. I might go in the pool like you guys care. I might go in the pool. Not live, but afterwards. I love the American flag. And hopefully the temperature cools down here in Vegas for a couple reasons. Most importantly, that the homeless get some relief. We fight for the homeless here on this channel when we could. And it's hot as hell. At least when it gets down to 90 being the high, it's doable on the streets, certainly at night. And also, it's been brutal on the air conditioners here. Hot June, but it's been hot before in June. Oh, the view. But they get the view gets the views. Lemon J. There's housewives and men and women who like to watch it. I think Arnold did a good job on the view. Arnold made him look bad. Did you guys watch real quick? Arnold Schwarzenegger, they were asking him about immigration and illegals, and I forget how he put it, but he said it really good. I think they were a little shocked by Arnold Schwarzenegger on The View. They weren't ready for his answer. Yeah, I forget how he put it, Janine, but he did good. He did good responding. It was great on how he responded on the subject of the immigration. Yeah, absolutely, Ozzy. Jack. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. That he was, right. Yeah, he said people should come here legally, but he said it, and I can't remember how he said it. He broke it up really, Brett Bear. I like Brett. He's good. Very good, actually. Is that what you mean, Brett Bear? He's really, really good. Super good. Smart, fair, and good. I don't know where the hell they're at, Ozzy, the little people. But hey, AKA trolls. Where the hell they're at tonight? God bless you, Sue. God bless you, Hugo. God bless you, Jesse. God bless everybody on this Friday night. Appreciate Ozzy and Whiskey Tango and some others on here who helped sponsor tonight's live. We appreciate it. If it wasn't for you guys, we couldn't do this channel. And I really do appreciate all the moderators who are here every night. And should America get involved in what? Should America get involved in the war with Iran and Israel? Thank you. It's what we've been discussing a little bit tonight. Well, more than a little bit. Jeff, how are you? The what? The moderators put people on timeout for no reason. That is simply not true. You know that. That's not on this channel. Maybe on some other channels. I can't speak for other channels. Was that Kid? And welcome in. God bless you. Not on this channel. Accidents happen sometimes. I've done it. I've timed out my own wife, but not on this channel. Unless you do something very, say some hateful things. And I don't mean for me, but other guests that are on here. Keep up the great work, Patriot. I appreciate you, Sue. Thank you. High five, fist bump. Thank you so much for those kind words. So that's simply not true for that one comment there. Moderators do an outstanding job. Actually, I see a lot of moderators in other channels do great jobs. I mean, how could you do wrong? You know? Yeah, they put Fox on, yeah, they put Fox on chat. They put Fox on timeout. Who's Fox? Fox on timeout? Did she say something that was not respectful? Then if she did, then they didn't remove her. I'm sure she's welcome back. That's why they did it. I have, there's a reason why they did it. But I see you're still here. All right, let's continue here. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm sure she said something that was not respectful. Okay, I get timed out. Liberal channels laughing out. Do you, Jack? Goodbye if you want to leave. There's other channels to watch, guys. You know, have a good night. Jesse, I don't know yet. I'll be honest with you. I like her too. Yeah, there's haters everywhere. There's haters, Hugo, and then there's people who are just having bad days. We all have bad days, right? So you have that, and then you have people who are just completely off, and then you have funny people, you know. Anyhow, but I have faith. My moderators time somebody out. I'm sure 97% of the time it was a reason to do it, and you have to have, unfortunately, a few moderators. Otherwise, it gets out of control. Let's move on. So thank you once again. I was saying thank you to moderators. Thank you. All right. Trump says crazy things all the time. That's why I love him. Brandon Lacey. How are you, Brandon Lacey? And Mike, thank you for being here. All right, guys, I'm going to go a few more minutes, read a few more comments. Trump is in script, and I like that. Jack, that's why I like him. I feel he puts our pants on like we do, Jack. He's not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. He's a leader, and as Ozzy says, he tries. Not everything he's going to do is correct. It's a crucial situation we're in right now, but I stand behind him on this war and everything else. And as Janine says, imagine if we didn't have him right now as president, Jack. In my opinion, it'd be, I don't even know if we'd be at this point right now. It'd be a lot worse. So I trust him, and but I will call him out. And that's what we should be able to do. Sal, Israel-Iran war is not our war. Hey, Bobby S., how are you? Good to see you. Mr. Fett, 100%. You know, and we should be able to call out our, you know, Democrats need to do this too. You know, when they see something's not right, you should be able to call out the commander-in-chief that you voted for. Doesn't mean you don't support him or her, but you should be able to do that. We have that right. Turn the iPad off here real quick. Good for you, Lemon J. Good for you. God bless you. Sorry, I'm turning off the iPad here. Midterms will be big. It's a crucial time, Jack. Was that Jack for the midterms with how this goes down? When how this goes down with the Iran and Israel and how far we get involved. Remember me saying that, Jack, as far as the midterms go. Yeah. Absolutely, Hugo. High five, fist bump to you. All right. Hey, guys, I'm going to wrap things up. I so appreciate you guys. We didn't quite make it to 100 likes, but I do appreciate you guys taking time in and helping out the channel and interacting with each other. And at the end of the day, we have something here that I'm very hopeful when I see on here on the helping out the homeless and the vets who fought for this beautiful country. Never forget about the homeless and the vets as you're in your part of if you're walking around, and use your own judgment and help them out. And it doesn't mean pulling out a $100 bill or $10 bill, saying hello and making sure that they are they're humans. And that's all we're going to continue to do on this station, along with our other stations, as well as Catholic Charities, the Mormon Church, Lutheran Church. And thank you, Rick from Oregon. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Whiskey Tango 1953, not 1923. Sal, get it straight. Always a pleasure seeing you on here, guys. And yeah, enjoy your evening, guys. Again, make sure you spend time with yourself before you go on the internet, and your wife or your partner or your whatever it might be, and your kids. Whiskey Tango, appreciate that. All your donation as well. It's never unnoticed. Moderators, you can never do wrong. Let me look in the camera. Ignore that one comment. That person there was just unhappy, and certainly some come on here and voice their opinion, and they should be able to. But to voice your opinion and to continue and be hateful, and I don't know, I didn't catch anything, but you guys can never do wrong. I appreciate everybody being on here. Make sure you spend time with yourself, your family, your grandkids. Don't forget about the grandkids, your pets, and enjoy your life a little bit. If you're going to continue on with the next live, vertical live, whatever, if you enjoy their content, hit a like. And, it helps out the channel. If you don't like their content, then go on to the next one. What do you want from me? There's no reason to interfere. Force your opinion. Let yourself be heard, because that's what you should do. But be respectful on those stations. Be heard, but be respectful. What's so hard about that? All right, guys, I'm not perfect. I'm Sal. Thank you once again for joining us. My opinion on this whole thing, you guys have the right to your opinion. I have faith in Trump, prayers for Trump and our cabinet leaders. As of right now, we're not real involved. I'll see you guys on the next live. If anything breaks, I will come out and we'll talk about it. I doubt it will tonight, but if it does or anything else, let's hope not, I will come back live. I'll see you guys. Take care. God bless. Thank you so very much. Ozzy, thank you so much. Whiskey Tango, thank you. Janine and Mike M. Lemon J, appreciate you. Lovebirds, I think, went away. She does a great job always on here and supporting us. I'm cleaning up here and going to take care of the birds. Christopher Green, thank you for your donation tonight. I forgot about you, Christopher. I'm sorry. And thank you. And if I forgot anybody on here, please don't take it personal. Take care, guys. Trump's my president. Amen, Lemon J. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Take it easy, guys. 1 hour at a time in life. Never forget it. 1 hour at a time. And as Isabel says, take a couple deep breaths. See you guys on the next. Take care.